Walsenburg, Levita, Rye, those winds could be in the 60 to 85 mile per hour range. And in fact, outside of Walsenburg, on some sensors north of town, we've had gusts at 85 miles per hour already this morning. So clearly, we've already gotten the capacity to do some of this wind. High temperatures today will actually be a little cooler from Colorado Springs to Denver, but south of Pueblo and east, we actually have quite the warm day. Fire danger is excessively high. It's like we've talked about. There's a barn fire in eastern El Paso County that was quickly contained, weed covered, and then the new fire down near Beulah on the northeast side of the Wet Mountains is another one we will continue to follow all morning in case there is more spreading. But let's go to traffic. It's 6:09 on your Tuesday. This is a look at I-25 in Garden of the Gods Road. Traffic in Colorado Springs has been normal. Give me a second to pull up our traffic network. So this is what we're going to focus on so far today. From Pueblo to Trinidad, that stretch of I-25, Huerfano County is under a high wind restriction. That went into effect at 5:15 a.m. So if you're driving a semi-truck south of Pueblo or north of Trinidad, it could be stopped and pulled over, and it probably would be, especially if it's a very light load for those strong winds. And then the other thing we're going to keep an eye on, again, is any sort of fire out near some of the wet mountains. My mouse not quite working with me here, but near Beulah, we're going to keep a close eye in case there is any spreading of that fire. Guys, over to you.
Yeah, and as we get more updates, we'll certainly let you know right there. Also, when we come back, coming up at about 6:18, Sam Schreier is going to be back with our super 7-day forecast. Will these winds ever die down?
And it can be hard to find affordable big ticket items like a car, an RV, or even a boat right now. So many people going online to auction websites to try to find that deal. I'm Patrick Nelson. Straight ahead, a warning about just how much money you could lose by dealing with a scam website and how to make sure you're safe before you ever place a bid.
Welcome back. It is 6:13 on your Tuesday morning. A lot of breaking news to get to this morning, like Beulah K-8 school is closed because of a wildfire this morning, and we're getting more information on that fire as we speak.
Yeah, again, we understand this is in the 8700 block of Pine Drive, 2 vacant structures also burning here. It's about 2 to 3 acres in size. The evacuation center is open at Grandview Church. The Red Cross is on the way. We're not sure how many families are impacted, but again, we know the fire is under control, but not contained. An evacuation notice right now is for about a half-mile radius.
And what you're seeing on your screen here is also another fire. This one broke out. Evacuation orders in the Callahan area, 3000 block of South Callahan Highway. This is more the Ellicott-Yoder area. Primary agency on that one was the Tri-County Fire Protection District, but this one has been mopped up for the most part, and any evacuations have been lifted. We know that one started as a barn fire, which can spread quickly.
Yeah. Shoppers can buy just about anything online these days, and finding deals through auction websites is a strategy many might use to try to get these high-priced items at a deal.
Our Patrick Nelson joins us live this morning. And Patrick, you have a warning for us, and not every auction website is what it seems.
It's not, and it could be a costly mistake. Buying a high-priced item like an RV or a boat in an auction is a pretty common approach to try to save some cash, but imagine paying tens of thousands of dollars and it never arrives. Terry and Deborah Mead say it all started when they began looking for an RV on the Facebook Marketplace. A pop-up ad took them to an auction website, and there they spotted an RV at a price they couldn't pass up.
And they had a minimum starting bid of like $23,000, and we thought, oh boy, that's pretty cheap, because this is a high-end unit. When the bidding was going to come to an end, I jumped on board.
We were all excited. We thought, yay, we got this.
They say they wired $28,000 for an RV that never arrived.
$28,000, that's a sizable chunk of money.
That's like our part of our retirement.
According to the BBB, catching the people behind these scams is almost impossible. Oftentimes, they're overseas and they vanish as soon as people start asking questions. Before you bid on anything, think about taking these steps to protect yourself and your money. First, make sure you research the company running the auction and read the reviews. Next, find out what additional fees or shipping costs you may be responsible for. Also, be very careful about wiring money or using another payment service that you're not familiar with. And finally, utilize reverse image searches and see where else the item you're interested in is being advertised.
If we would have called that dealer before we sent the money, we'd still have $28,000 in our pocket.
And we want to remind you, if you come across any website that you aren't sure about, you can always reach out to us at News 5 Investigates and we'll take a look for you. If you identify a scam website, it is important to report it. I posted ways to help you do that on our website, KOAA.com. I'm Patrick Nelson for News 5.
All right.